Hi and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be talking about chapter 10 from the book Economyths by David Orrell. In this chapter, Orrell looks at whether or not the economy is fundamentally good and whether economic policies that are implemented are actually beneficial to our society or whether they're actually destructive to it. So let's get on to the video. So if we start by looking at the financial sector of the economy and banks, bankers are meant to help allocate resources that help businesses grow and therefore create wealth. But as we've seen time and time again, bankers and banks and the financial sector prefer to prioritize short-term profits, risky speculation, and practices that therefore destabilize the economy rather than helping create wealth and growth of all businesses and a better economy. So these banks are therefore not guardians of prosperity, which is what they technically should be. They should be helping growth and businesses. They fuel booms, yes they do, but then they also fuel recessions and breakdowns of the economy. Orrell then says that because these are the people that essentially causes volatility in society, they don't deserve this incredibly high pay that they get. He says that it highlights the inequality in this economy because it's the people that cause the disruption and cause the chaos that get the highest salaries. Orrell speaks about how these traditional economic models are flawed because they prioritize growth over anything, whether it's looking at financial speculation or the growth of the oil business. They don't take into account the social and environmental impacts that they have on society. Therefore, instead of looking at a sustainable future, these models drive us towards ecological disaster and economic instability. And this is where Orrell says that the true problem comes in. We are always looking at the short-term benefits of doing things and the short-term consequences. We're never looking at the overall long-term view and how these short-term consequences and these short-term positive impacts will really affect us in the future negatively. A truly good economy isn't one that thrives off risky bets made by bankers or by constantly drilling into the earth to get more oil to make a higher profit. It's one that looks at a sustainable future and sustainable growth, and growth that benefits not only the rich and the top 1% of the economy, but everybody. Orrell says that we need to rethink what economics means to us and how economics is taught to us. We need to question what we are taught and what people tell us. Orrell says that especially students should question what we're taught and what we learn and bring into this world, because most probably economic students will go into banking and finance and that world, and therefore having the same mindset, the neoclassical mindset, isn't going to benefit the world. It's going to continue to drag it down. At the end of the chapter, Orrell actually says that we need a new economics. We need a new way of thinking about the world and what we learn. So that brings us to the end of this video. It's a fairly concise one because a lot of what I think was spoken about in this chapter is also mentioned in my previous video and the previous chapter, The Unhappy Economy, where he looks more at GDP and how unsustainable growth doesn't actually cause happiness and how a rise in GDP results in a more unhappy economy a lot of the time. And so if you'd be interested in watching that or any of my past videos that I've done on this book, you can do so down on my channel. And I think they should be linked in the description below or somewhere on the screen. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. There will be one more chapter coming out next week, and so if you're interested in finding out more, I will see you next week.